Today on the TREX Factor, we're going to be trying two outstanding whiskies from Japan under the Misaka label. Now, Misaka is a brand introduced to the world by a Hong Kong-based Australian entrepreneur, wines and spirits distributor, restaurateur, whiskey aficionado, and now whiskey owner, Mr. Harry Kartasis.
Great to be here with you today.
Welcome everyone to the TREX Factor. I'm absolutely delighted and privileged to be joined by Harry Kartasis, a man whose love affair with fine whiskey, especially Japanese whiskey, and his knowledge of the duty-free and travel retail world inspired him to go out and create his own Japanese whiskey brand called Misaka and make several of its variants only available in duty-free and travel retail. In the words of this program, true TREXers. Harry, we're standing here inside your fantastic Mexican restaurant in Wanchai, Hong Kong, El Gordo's Tacos and Grill. Tell us how a restaurateur, an entrepreneur, a drinks distributor like you decided to go into owning a whiskey brand.
Well, I've always had a passion for whiskey. I've sold some amazing brands over my career, starting out with Seagram's Australia many years ago, and it was always a dream to own my own label. During COVID time, the thought came to me, it's actually going to be now or never to actually own my own whiskey, and particularly Japanese whiskey. And I was fortunate enough to have found the right partner in Japan to launch Misaka whiskey.
Now tell me, Japan's a big country geographically. Tell us about where Misaka is being produced.
Well, there's a famous mountain in Japan called Mount Fuji. So our distillery is actually right on the base of Mount Fuji. It's 2 hours by bullet train north out of Tokyo in a province called Kofu, which is in the Yamanashi prefect.
They call whiskey, of course, the water of life, and I suspect the water there is very, very integral to the making of Misaka. I would imagine very pristine environment. Tell us about that.
The name Misaka comes from the Misaka mountain range in Japan. Misaka is a mountain that's very close in proximity to Mount Fuji. What is particularly special about this mountain is that 250 meters down, there is a fresh water stream that flows over volcanic rock. We actually extract the water from the Misaka mountain, which is the base of our whiskey.
So Harry, we've got 2 Misaka variants in front of us today. Tell us what we're going to be drinking.
So we're going to start off with our 12-year-old PX Pedro Jimenez Sherry Cask. And then we're going to follow it up with something really special and really unique and very rare, which is our 12-year-old Mizunara Cask. I'll talk a little bit about Mizunara once we try this variant.
All right, good. Well, will you do the honors?
I'll be happy to. Cheers.
Beautiful color. Now, Harry, I'm going to take my Misaka with a splash. I always do. How do you take your whiskey?
I just drink mine neat, and that's coming from my father, it would be blasphemy to put anything else in whiskey.
All right, well, let's drink it in our own way. I'll add my splash.
I'll drink mine straight.
And we'll give it a nice swirl to bring out what I suspect are some beautiful sherried aromas.
What do you get coming through?
Well, I'm getting a honeyed fruit and, of course, sherry-ish character.
Good.
The sherry's dominant, but not overwhelming, I would say.
I'm glad you said that. We created this whiskey for the Asian palate. So when we created the Misaka range, it was done with a purpose, not just because we wanted to pick a barrel. This part of the world, sherry cask is very prominent, and hence the reason why we actually have a sherry variant, which we're going to try right now.
All right. And yours, beautiful color. I think you can see that on screen.
Don't you just love a Pedro Jimenez cask?
It's lovely. It's a kind of amber color.
It's an amber color, and then if you do swirl it, you will see that the legs are not too quick because we don't have a really high sugar content,
All right.
which is very important.
Okay. I think it's time to try it, Harry.
Let's do it.
I'm getting a lovely balanced sherried character, quite luscious on the palate. And what you were saying about appealing to the Asian taste, I can see that. It's not a austere whiskey.
No, it's
very accessible.
Yes, and what you will find, it does only have a very, very slight burn. But as the whiskey starts to linger, the burn will get a little bit more intense, which is what we really like. So once you try the second sip, it'll be totally different again from the first sip. Let's have a try. Tell me what you think next time around.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
We're doing it.
You're getting a nice long finish. It's rich. It's quite succulent on the palate.
You'll find that the second sip is always different to the first sip. It will actually bring out more flavors, particularly that sherry flavor and obviously the sweetness and the roundness of the whiskey.
Well, Harry, we've tried one fabulous whiskey, but now I think we're going to try something completely different. What's next up?
Let's try something really unique and really special. This is Misaka 12-year-old Mizunara cask. What's unique and what's special about this is the actual barrel, the Mizunara barrel. Mizunara is a tree that grows in Hokkaido in Japan. It's the only place in Japan where the Mizunara tree grows. At a minimum, the tree needs to be 150 years old before the tree can be cut down and turned into a barrel. The tree doesn't grow straight. It has a lot of knots, a lot of twists, a lot of turns. It's very hard for the cooperers to actually make the whiskey barrel. Most Mizunara barrels are a minimum of 200 years old because that's how long it takes the wood to mature. A Mizunara barrel will cost a distillery circa, on today's rate, about $3,000 US. A virgin bourbon barrel will cost about $150 US. Hence the reason why Mizunara SKUs are much more premium in terms of pricing. The most distinctive flavour out of Mizunara wood is sandalwood, and it's very common to Japanese whiskies. You get those vanilla essences that come out of it, real cream, peach, these really light flavours, but also you get nice spice.
Well, you've absolutely whetted my appetite with that story, Harry. Absolutely fantastic. Will you do the honours?
I'll be pleased to.
Okay.
Listen to that sound.
Glorious sound, and I suspect the taste is going to be even more glorious.
The first thing I want you to check is the colour. Okay. So you'll see the colour is much more lighter than probably most whiskies out there. And just hold on to that. Don't do anything just yet. I want to show you something that's really unique.
You see the lightness of that colour? Beautiful. That has surprised me.
So what is also special about Mizunara is our master distiller actually told me how to nose it correctly. We don't just nose it like that. Always put our hand over the top of the glass, spin the glass around, because the Mizunara flavours will really start to come out. So don't just nose it, give it a really good twirl, and then bring it right up to your nose and take that deep whiff. The fragrance of the whiskey is astonishing, and I guess that's what you're referring to as sandalwood. Now, I'm not familiar with sandalwood. Just tell us about that character. So sandalwood is a very light essence or a very light flavour. So when you take that first sip, you're going to feel it come slide down your throat. There is no burn, there is no linger. The second time you sip, you will get quite a bit of spice. So the sandalwood at the start is very unintense. It's very easy to drink. The best way to do it is, let's sample it.
Shall we?
Cheers.
Yeah, Harry, I'm getting this intensity of fruit, but with a delicacy, a creaminess, and you mentioned the vanilla character early on,
Yes.
very, very prominent. I'm going to try it with a little splash.
Please do
if
so.
I may, my
Please do
normal
so.
way. I just want to see what it does to the aroma, and we're going to see what that brings out. I like the splash, Harry, because it
Keep those flavours in.
brings that aroma out. Elegant, I think, is the other word that comes to mind. It's
Great
a
description.
really elegant whiskey.
Great description.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Cheers.
cheers. So, Harry, we're going to come on to the verdict, summing up these two outstanding whiskies, your whiskies, which is very, very special to have the creator of the brand with us on the show. Just sum up what these two whiskies mean, their differentiation, what you might pair them with, for example, if you were going to have them with food.
I would pair these with Hong Kong local seafood, particularly crab and clam, at one of these great seafood restaurants here in Hong Kong. The sherry cask is more your meats, your intense meats, your char sius, your ducks and your gooses. This one for the surf, this one for the turf.
Isn't it epic? And to be drinking a whiskey that's aged in wood of such venerability, I think, is an outstanding experience.
It truly is special. We're truly privileged and truly honoured to have such a great whiskey.
Harry Kartasis, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Say a final cheers.
Say final cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.